World War II witnessed a seismic shift in naval warfare. Battleships, once symbols of dominance, yielded to a new breed of warship, the aircraft carrier. These floating fortresses projected power across vast distances. They could launch devastating air attacks far from their shores. Japan, a nation with a proud naval tradition, embraced this new era. Recognizing the potential of carrier warfare, Japan invested heavily in constructing a powerful carrier fleet. These ships would become instruments of Japan's imperial ambitions in the Pacific. Their story is one of innovation, daring, and ultimately, tragedy. The attack on Pearl Harbor, a surprise assault that plunged the United States into the war, showcased the devastating power of carrier-based air power. Carriers would play a pivotal role in the Pacific War. Their engagements shaped the course of the conflict. Japanese naval engineers and designers displayed remarkable ingenuity in crafting their carriers. Japan's carriers often emphasized speed and offensive capabilities. This approach was in contrast to some of their contemporaries, which prioritized armor and defensive measures. One notable innovation was the use of a flush deck design. This maximized the length of the flight deck for launching aircraft. Japanese carriers were also pioneers in developing advanced aircraft launch and recovery systems. These allowed them to operate a large number of aircraft efficiently. Japanese carriers were equipped with a potent array of aircraft. These included the Mitsubishi A6M0, a highly maneuverable fighter that dominated the early stages of the Pacific War. Dive bombers like the Aichi D-3A Val and torpedo bombers like the Nakajima B-5N Kate formed the backbone of Japan's carrier strike forces. The early months of the Pacific War saw Japanese carriers spearheading a series of audacious offensives. The attack on Pearl Harbor crippled the U.S. Pacific Fleet. It demonstrated the strategic reach and striking power of Japan's carriers. Subsequent raids into the Indian Ocean threatened British and Allied interests. However, the Battle of Midway in June 1942 marked a turning point. The United States Navy, having deciphered Japanese naval codes, ambushed and decisively defeated the Japanese carrier fleet. The loss of 4 fleet carriers dealt a severe blow to Japan's strategic ambitions. Despite this setback, Japanese carriers continued to play a significant role in the Pacific War. They engaged in fierce battles such as the Battle of the Eastern Solomons and the Battle of the Santa Cruz Islands. However, the tide of the war had turned. The legacy of Japanese aircraft carriers in World War II is complex and multifaceted. While ultimately defeated, Japan's carrier force demonstrated the decisive impact of naval aviation in modern warfare. Their innovative designs and aggressive tactics left an indelible mark on naval doctrine. The lessons learned from engagements against the Japanese proved invaluable for the development of post-war carrier aviation. The United States, in particular, drew upon these experiences to solidify its position as the dominant naval power in the post-war era. The story of Japan's World War II aircraft carriers serves as a reminder of the enduring importance of technological innovation, strategic thinking, and the human cost of conflict at sea. Their rise and fall forever altered the course of naval history.